Hi, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jane. I'm the Candid Filipina. When you view other channels, when you're researching the Philippines, looking for a Filipina, most channels focus generally about bad Filipinas that scam you, rob you, and break your heart as well as breaking your bank account. But most of this video are made by foreigners. I will give you some facts from a Filipina who has lived here all my life. So today, we're going to talk about how to realize and know when you are dating a good Filipina. And later, we'll talk about how to know you're with a bad Filipina. This in itself will help you decide whether to stick or quit with your Filipina within a month of spending time with her. So, let's begin. Again. This video is primarily geared for mostly those who have not met Filipina yet, and even some of you that have met one or two already and have had bad experiences. So, we will start off with what to look for in a good Filipina with a good characteristics and culture that she should be displaying naturally. So, let's assume you've met a girl that has taken your fancy and you have started to date her. Here are some of the things that will become obvious to you that you've had a good Filipina. Of course, she may be a little bit shy when you first meet, and her English may need a little bit of further tweaking, which will improve over the coming weeks quite quickly. But initially, she would be comfortable to hold your hand in public, as will be so proud to be with you, and she will also enjoy visiting a traditional eatery or a Jollibee or a McDonald's. As to them, that's a good treat, as well as good for your wallet. If she stays with you in a hotel or in your apartment during the first month, she will really want to dote on you, ensuring you are happy at all times. Remember, Filipinas have traditionally been caregivers for hundreds of years. A good Filipina will cook for you and also do all the household chores without expecting you to help and without being asked to do so. In fact, she may be annoyed if you help. If you ask for a coffee or a cold drink or a snack, she will go and prepare it without any back chat and be happy to do so. She will offer to do your laundry by hand without being asked. Most good Filipinos, while you're watching TV, will cut your fingernails and your toenails, massage your heads and feet without even asking. Without you being asked, they will prepare your clothes and prepare your shower, and most evening will give you a lovely head, shoulder, and neck massage. Again, without being asked. If you are out shopping together, she will always hold your hand and be relaxed and show affection wherever you are. She will listen to your stories, even sometimes when it's boring. If you're feeling unwell, she will really look after you and come into her own. By carrying you like a baby, she will go out and get medication for you and make sure that you're comfortable and taking your medication properly. Will make a doctor's appointment for you and accompany you to the hospital if needed. If you're not well, she will go out and do the grocery shopping for you, and she will always bargain a good price. Not white skin price. She will keep your house and apartment clean, Pluck unwanted hair out of your ears and nostrils. Trim your bushy eyebrows and give a neck shave when needed. And most enjoying squeezing any pimples on your back and blackheads or boils without a second thought. Believe it or not, most enjoy doing that. She will love to introduce you to friends of hers and show you off as she is so proud of you, but she will keep close eye on you. And of course, she will introduce you to the family and relatives. She will happily translate your English to her language to explain to others what you are saying. What I'm saying is not me being sexist, as I am a Filipina woman myself. It's the culture here amongst good Filipinas. She will tell you not to waste money on expensive meals and help you keep your budget tight. If she feels you're overpaying for something, she will tell you. She won't ask you for anything financially. All she seeks is your emotional attachment and love. So do remember to try not to be to try to be patient and calm. Never shout and of course never raise your hand. Respect her, treat her nicely without spoiling her. There is no need to give her an allowance. Trust me, this will ruin things for you in the long run. It will make her become materialistic, which I really need to avoid. Just take her out for a meal once a week. Not to an expensive restaurant, rather a simple one. As long as you're seen out together, that's what important. Then, maybe once every couple of months, have a nice long weekend in a simple, non-expensive resort. She will appreciate that. She will be comfortable in your apartment. Look after her and love and cherish her. And in return, she will give you back tenfold. And commitment, loyalty, love, and trust, and stick by you through thick and thin. As I said, it's culture here for a good Filipina to behave that way with someone she loves truly and cares for. You won't hear any demands from her or her family, only love and affection. That's the sign in the first month that you've got a good Filipina. If this girl displays most of the streets I have said, then you can be assured that you have a good Filipina. Right, we will now look at the very easy signs to spot within the first month of being with a toxic bad Filipina. Generally, this Filipina is more confident, more cocky, more self-assured. Of course, at first, she will show affection, even maybe telling you she loves you after a day or two. She will be expecting to eat out at nice places and order more food than she could possibly eat, and will expect to go out every day for trips to the malls or shops. Quite often, within the first month of living together, she will be inviting her friends to eat out with you both at the restaurants. And of course, you will be expected to pay for her friends who will now use you as just a meal ticket as often as they can. She will be asking early on what island and what resort and hotels you're going to take her to. She may well ask for a new mobile phone or handbag or clothes, even asking you what amount of allowance you will be giving her monthly. It's funny, really, they say Filipinas are shy and humble, but this type of Filipinas will never be shy to ask for money. At some point, within the first month, they will tell you one or both of her parents or siblings are unwell and will expect you to fork out and pay for their medical bills or medication. She may say she would like to start a small business or buy land or build a house. Or could you support her poor parents financially? As she thinks you're rich, so will expect you to blow the mothballs and cobwebs off your wallet as soon as possible. Other requests could be, could you support her siblings in college or repair her parents' house? Or could one of her siblings move in with you both? These are signs you could come across in the first month. I'm not saying all, but at least a few of them. Also, this Filipina will walk in front of you or behind you when, when out so as to avoid you being seen with her. But it's in the house or apartment that you can truly spot her true attitude. She will spend a time on her phone doing TikTok or on social media whilst laying down on the sofa most of the day on her phone or doing her false nails or false eyebrows or chatting to her friends and basically ignoring you. She won't volunteer to cook or do household chores. She will be expecting to be treated like a princess 24/7 and get moody if you ask for a coffee or food when she is busy chatting to her friends on her phone. Or maybe she will want to go out drinking and partying with her friends often, which, if you're in your 60s, you may tire of quickly. And for sure, if you go with her, you will be the one paying the entrance fee to the nightclub and all the drinks for her friends. If these are the trends your Filipina is displaying in the first month or some of them, then, in my honest opinion, you will need to be strong and stop the relationship in its tracks. Look for another that deserves your true love and attention, and not with you just for your wallet. You may think I'm talking rubbish. I'm trying to defend any mistake you currently making, or by saying I'm not being realistic and fabricating things. Trust me, I have many friends dating or that are married to a foreigners, and the ones that have found true happiness and a good solid relationship have a Filipina like the good Filipina I described at the start. The ones that don't last long are the ones who ignore all the early warning signs, leading with the wallet or succumbing to all her needs when you do this. And 90% of cases, the relationship fails. So that's it. My advice, my opinions, and experience that I have witnessed with my own eyes. We all want a great relationship, and sometimes without realizing it, we are overly eager and rush in, or try to turn a blind eye to some of the unacceptable behavior. When all along, your gut feeling is crying out the truth to you. Anyway, I hope this little video gives you something to think about. As all I would like to see is that you find a good Filipina and spend the rest of your life in a pure happiness together. That's my dream for everyone that visits the Philippines seeking true love. Anyway, until next time, it's me, Jean, the Candid Filipina. Bye for now.